חיים מורן רש למד זין סיפר שבימי ילדותו שהיה סועד סעודתו. Rabbeinu said when he was a child, when he was a youngster and he was eating a meal, היה אחר כך נותן שבח והודיה להשם יתברך בלשון אשכנז על כל סדר אכילתו. He would thank God in Yiddish on all of the items that came to him during his meal. ולא היה מסתפק עצמו בברכת המזון. He wasn't sufficing himself with only the standard Birkat HaMazon which we have, which is a wonderful prayer. But Rabbeinu wanted even more than that, to show his gratitude to Hashem. רק מעצמו נתן שבח והודיה לשם יתברך בלשון אשכנז על כל סדר אכילתו שנתנו לו באותו יום. On everything that he would have at that meal, he would thank Hashem. כגון שהיו נותנים לו בתחינה מעט יין שרף וחתיכת לקח. Many times when it came to a meal, they would give a little l'chaim. Start off a little l'chaim, a little piece of mezonot. They had a whole, seder in their eating. Then there were radish. Opens up the stomach. כיוצא בזה סדר הסעודה היה מסדר שבח והודיה להשם יתברך על כל דבר ודבר בפרט. He would thank Hashem on each item. That's all. Understand what Rabbeinu is saying here? Somebody has hard times doing Hitbodedut. Let him read this Sikha. Are you missing things to thank for? There's people that could thank in Hitbodedut on every part of their body. Thank you that you're healthy, but thank you for the eye. Speak about what the eye can do. Imagine what it would be without an eye. All the good things that you have from the eye, the pleasure, the benefits from the eye, the smell, the teeth. I know a person who lost all his teeth. In Machala one day. There was an illness, all the teeth fell out. Everything. It wasn't like a tooth problem. It was a different illness. No teeth. Today, Baruch Hashem, they have implants. Baruch Hashem. But you know what it is to be a few months without the implant? You know what it is? On your hair, on your fingers, on your fingernail. Rabbeinu would do that. You can do that for everything. On your clothing, on every part of your house, on everything that's in the house. It's a very good habit to get into that. Because what happened is, when you start to thank, you start to be thankful. In other words, we have so many things that, you're thankful for it, you're thankful for it. But you're not really appreciating and really getting to the depth of how thankful you could be. When you start to verbalize it and think about it and explain it and actually have a conversation to God about how grateful you are to those things. Now when you're using your eye during the day, when you're using your mouth, when you're walking, every step. Never happened to you, were a little sick? My ear was blocked for 1 month. From Rosh Hashanah to Rosh Chodesh. 1 month. You know how good I feel the first days after the ear is unblocked? I went
to a doctor twice to get it unblocked.
Yeah?
I had extreme
wax. I had it from a cold.
I couldn't hear. What did you say? You didn't hear?
Now you imagine, were you in pain? You were not in pain. It's not hurtful. But just, it's a little bit muffled. And you still have one ear. Ilan, you still have one ear that works. And the other one does work. And still you're completely off. You're completely off. I can't tell you how, I'm taking this pill for antacid now. I can't tell you how it's a different life. I didn't take it yes. I missed the day. So this morning, I took it now. It's already, okay. By the way, I thought nobody takes it. The doctor prescribed. All the doctors that told me about it, they say I take it all every day. But it's just a simple change, in a diet, and you finally you're not coughing, you're not having phlegm. So Rabbeinu would do that for everything. You ask yourself, how could Rabbeinu spend the whole day in Hitbodedut? What can I do for 1 hour in Hitbodedut? When I asked Rav Kenning that question, I think he told me, how is it possible not to spend the whole day in Hitbodedut? But the benefit of thanking is that afterwards you're appreciative. So it goes both ways. Either you're really appreciative and you thank, or you start thanking, you become really appreciative. Glasses. You want to have glasses? So part of Hitbodedut would be a great thing to start thanking on all the regular things that people take for granted. And in detail. On the lungs, on the bones. When a person is without those things, you really So mistam is sigula also to stay in health. To thank Hashem for your health is a sigula to stay in health. So it's to take this advice, to be in the category of thanking. And even there's a Birkat HaMazon. There's a Birkat HaMazon. I thank Hashem. But you also know, it's like a little bit like Itbodedut. Rabbeinu said that Yetzirah gets you. Because since you're doing the same thing every day, so it's easy to divert your mind. Isn't it true? Birkat HaMazon is so high, so holy, and so many sigulot. And if you would just say it slowly in the Siddur, you have Parnassah promised to you. Parnassah, if you're having trouble in Parnassah, take the Birkat HaMazon, say it slow, word by word, and point your finger on the words. Do it. And you're going to see different, but Yetzirah gets us because it's every day. So the same way it gets us in Yamidah, so you have Itbodedut. So if you have also a moment to thank Hashem for your food, I'm not saying Rabbeinu didn't look like he would do that later in his life. It says B'yemal Duto. You see the Tmimut that he had? So we can do that also once in a while. Find things to be thankful for, but verbalize it in detail, and that's going to bring the appreciation. And then when you have appreciation, you're the happiest person. People are walking around upset and depressed because they're ungrateful. That's it. What is Nikudat Tova? Appreciate all the good you already have. We're always focusing on what we're lacking, and saying thank you starts to make you appreciate what you do have. So the thank you is a siguna for being happy. It's not what's happiness doesn't depend on what's outside of you. It's what you already have. Because Hashem can't ask you to be happy if it depends on something you don't have. I don't have it. How can I be happy? No, it means that you can be happy with what you have. So just start appreciating what you have. Start thanking what you have, and you start to appreciate what you have. So a great thing in Itbodedut is the rest lovers would spend the time at the beginning thanking Hashem. You can thank in general. Thank Hashem that there's Hashem. Thank Hashem that He created the world. Thank Hashem that you're part of Am Yisrael. Think about what it would be not to be. Think about the people that you know. Think about the people you work with. Think about the stores that you go and buy things. Imagine that, and everybody can thank. And that person can also thank. But imagine what it is to be part of Klal Yisrael. Thank Hashem in detail for everything. Then you start to appreciate all the things you have. And then you bring joy to your life. And guess what? Joy brings success. So if you're happy, you're successful. The more you thank, the more you're going to bring more shefa. The more you're going to have what to think about. It's a circle. So the rest of us would definitely take a time every day. And then you can take certain things to think about. Especially about your health. Then you can thank on anything happened in the last 24 hours. Good thing happened to you? I told you I was waiting for checks in the mail. The small checks. I got all the checks in one time. So did that happen? Okay. So if you don't have Itbodedut to say thank you for little things, okay. Anyways, the check was owed to me. Anyways, the check's going to come. It's normal. No. Thank you that the post works. Thank you that I got it. And then you're walking around with a full load of simcha. And people with simcha are sameh, are matzliach. Your family is different. Your kids are different. Everything's different. Chazak Baruch.